taking babies back with me. Yeah, I'm taking them back home so they can see there's a much better place. I got a sister with an open mind, and my friends are all junkies, but they're still my friends. As long as they don't use monkeys, we enjoyed the heat of stolen days in the summer of '93. Future boy said, I've got friends, but you know sometimes it all depends on how tall they are against your sin. I am the future boy. 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 I decided to come here and see myself as a baby. But it looks like I'm stuck here this time. Oh, shit. Gonna miss my friends. No, you're still the future boy. Yes, I'm still the future boy. We can build you a time machine and get back home. Still the future boy. Still the future boy. Still the future boy. I said I'm still the future boy. Still the future boy. Still the future boy. Still the future boy. I said I'm still the future boy. Thank you.
Can you hear me, Maurice? Mm-hmm.
Okay, well.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can hear me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How about now? How about now? Okay. Sound should be better. Okay. Hang on. Is the sound better, people? Yes? Nope? Yes? Okay. There's a slight delay in the live chat, so okay. Yes, I'm getting the thumbs up now, so we should be back. Um, Thankfully, I can do this again now because the first time was a bit shit. Sorry for swearing. Welcome to the Ether Side live on air. Um, I hope this is now reaching you all right. My friend Maurice and I, we thought we'd reach out to you and celebrate the old Turin Brakes since the acoustic tour is now over until October, and we don't know. Well, we have nothing to look forward to actually until this past weekend when there suddenly was a new album, which we're gonna talk about soon. But we came here to celebrate old classic Turin Brakes in these weird times we live in where we're all stuck indoors and can't meet other fans in real life. Um, I personally know some fans in the UK, of course, but also in Germany. One of which is on the left top side of your screen. His name is Maurice. He's wearing sunglasses. I think he's smoking, which I do not condone, but well, he's Maurice. So, Maurice, introduce yourself. How are you doing?
Hello from Germany. Good evening from Germany. Good evening to the Netherlands. Netherlands, 8 points from Germany.
Thank you.
Good evening to the rest of Europe, especially to the suffering Italy. Italy, 10 points from Germany. And now the musical highlight, the UK. Brought us so much great music. So 12 points to the UK from Germany. Thank you very much. You have a lot of friends here. And I hope we have a great evening together. This is, yeah. What you never know is that when there's no bad times like this, Stefan and me hang around and listen to music all the time, studying music, and yeah. And that's it today. I welcome you in my little lounge at the edge of the world.
Ah,
And yeah, I feel very honored to be with Stefan tonight. Um, yeah, and we should introduce also the background girl, the background secretary.
well, I'm not sure if she wants to be introduced, but she doesn't. She's doing this in the background, but she's monitoring the live chat and she's bringing me tea and maybe something stronger later on if things go well. Um,
Mm,
yes, that's my girlfriend Lotte who's sitting on the couch and watching the live chat. She's here too, but I think we're the ones doing the talking on camera tonight, talking and of course also listening to music. And yeah, we'll see. We've each picked some songs that we're going to listen to. Hopefully, the music was working directly, so I'm hoping it will still be working soon. Um, I think we're just gonna straight dive into the first song, maybe, and then we can talk a little bit about it and see what you guys think in the comments. Feel free to join in. You can even try to request songs if you want. I'm not sure I'm gonna play all of them, but let's just see and let's just enjoy the music and see where we go from there. By the way, there's Ali Sweet UK says hi Maurice as well, and someone else
mm.
is saying that the sound is now working. Many people, so that's good. So Maurice, why don't you introduce your first song to us, whatever you want,
Oh,
and we're
it's
gonna make it seem spontaneous, of course. So yeah, go ahead.
yeah, yeah. The first song I picked for you, well, it's also already on the second page. Uh, my script here.
Yeah,
Um, the first song I want to introduce. Let's do it like this.
yeah,
Um, I tell you the basic information about the song,
yeah.
just the basic, and
Okay.
then I have a little bit either science after, not either side, either science. That much more background information to this song. Well,
Okay.
the first song I picked for you is Part of the Words.
Okay.
It was published on the We Were Here album in 2013, and it's track number 5 for those who need to find it right in this moment. And let's get into this song, and then after I tell you something more about it. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna see what I can start in the song.
I get into lounge mode again.
Enjoy. Do you want to announce it as a DJ, or is that too much?
Announce it as a DJ?
Yeah, like do your DJ voice and stuff.
My DJ voice, yeah. No, I just have a melting voice, like, dear folks outside, listen to Part of the Word by Turin Brakes, brought to you.
Cool.
My feet touch down in a border town. No one knows me here. This long distance fear could long disappear. Leave me clear horizon. Born optimistic, the old familiar feeling, like a stone overgrown. I am a part of this world. Those are road save my soul. They keep my mouth talking, they keep my spirit walking, and no one could stop this now. Born optimistic, no familiar feeling, like a stone overgrown. I am part of the world. Feel the sun, feel the rain. I am part of the world. Where will I go? Time that the lights low drift through the air, and tide and horizon. Stay part of the world. Just stay part of the world. Just stay part of the world. Like a stone overgrown, I am part of the world. Feel the sun, feel the rain. I am part of the world.
Well, that was Turin Brakes with Part of the World live on either side on air. That's how you do it, Maurice. Oh, quick. No more glasses again. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just the attempt to be cool and switch back to the nerd glasses again. Both of us, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I switch on my light.
Yeah. Why did you pick this one, besides the fact that it's a beautiful song, of course?
Yeah. Well, it has. Oh, there's so many reasons. Well, first, it's there's something unique about this song. Maybe in the whole discography of Turin Brakes, it's the only one that was already published before it was published, and it appeared first on the Bottled of Source Best of Album Collection.
Yes.
And on CD number 2, it was track 18.
Yeah.
If you want to pick it right now in this moment. And it has not the name Part of the Word. It was called America.
I think it was only on the download, right? On the digital version on iTunes or something.
Yeah. Really, I never bought the bottle. Shame on me, I never bought the bottle of Source. Yeah.
Continue.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's the good thing about this best of album is that Turin Brakes never intended to just throw out old songs in a new order. They just pushed a second great B-side collection additionally to this. He already has that. Okay. And I think there's a 2 CD box.
Yeah.
I hope so. And
but it's not on there, my friend. There's no
not?
track 18. No. It's only on the digital version, but that doesn't matter because it's still a great song. Yeah.
Yeah. This is another reason why digital versions are this great whenever they publish something.
Yeah.
And it was called America, or it's called America, and it has a special reason. It's there's only one difference in the song. They put the second stanza to the first part and the first to the second. So it starts with this America, a miracle.
Yeah.
And what I thought first about this was I was remembering there was a little road trip movie on YouTube when I don't know if it was Ollie, it was Gail, and it was Eddie maybe in a car driving on USA roads. Can you remember this film?
Yeah, I think so. It was like I'm not sure what it was called, but it was this really esoteric road movie type thing. Yeah.
I tried to find it again, but I didn't know what to look for. I wrote Eddie Meyer driving USA, Turin Brakes, road movie, whatever, but I couldn't find it again. Maybe it's on their site. Oh, it has been on their website in this version. Maybe it was the Dark on Fire version or later.
Yeah,
and then you could see this video. If you can find it, we can link it.
Yeah,
but it's very interesting. It's not only the very good style of driving by Eddie, who did maybe the most of the tour, and maybe this was the inspiration. And the song first appeared on the internet in the Oak Room sessions. It was
really.
It was short before We Were Here was published. They had 5 videos. Maybe it was in between Part of the Word, Goodbye, Blindsided Again, and Time and Money. Maybe I'm not 100% sure. But the live version was already also sung very passionately by Ollie. This was very you have this driving voice in this song in the live version, and to make the people a little bit jealous, we also had the pleasure to listen to it in a backstage room at Amsterdam, in the Tommy Hilfiger palace. It was a palace. It was the furniture were much more expensive than a house, and the funny story about it is that Ollie put a glass on the table,
Mm-hmm.
looked under the table, found the price tag,
Of
and
the table.
got off his glass again. Was a little bit very respectful to the table, hid it with his guitar, and just started playing a little bit music for himself, for us. And part of the word was it's a little bit tricky because when I think about the lyrics, it's
Yeah.
always chaos a little bit. Sometimes no, yeah. This is the information, the background information about this song.
Yeah.
And now we come, if you want, we come a little bit to other science, because
What's other science?
other science. It is the science about Turin Brakes music compared to art and history and the meaning of it in the whole world.
So is this where you're going to talk about how you fell asleep the next day in the car, and I had to drive the final bit, and then we went to Nijmegen to a house room concert where they played Part of the World. I thought this was going to be where this story was heading.
Okay. No, but I can't remember this. This was not other science. This was other crash. For me,
Either speculation. Okay. Yeah, but they did play Part of the World there in Nijmegen the next day after we went to the Amsterdam show. I think I can even, let me hang on, maybe I have a tiny clip that I can Part of the World.
I'm just talking about what I can remember.
Okay. Well, I can at least play a little clip of America, the original version of Part of the World.
Yeah.
America, a miracle, those roads save my soul. They keep my feet walking.
Wow, that was a professional fade out, don't you think?
Yeah. Fade out. I promise you, we will come back to the fade out topic. I promise you.
Okay.
Remember me, there will be a fade out topic. Yeah.
Okay.
And for the fans outside, I collected some songs that are in the characteristics very similar to that part of the world, because it has some very special, typical Turin Brakes topics and words and lyrics and impressions. I call them the Impressionism era of Turin Brakes, level 1.
Okay.
Nature. So in part of the world, you hear a lot about nature. You hear how beautiful it is, how nice it can be to feel part of it, to feel part of the sunshine, the rain, and everything. And I collected some comparable songs.
Mm-hmm.
First, No Mercy.
Yeah.
Same album.
Yeah.
But also very lie down in the fields, look at the high grass, and the world is perfect. Then the Letting Down from the album Outbursts, right?
Of course. Yeah.
Extra points to Stefan.
Nice.
14 points go to the Netherlands. And I also picked Building Wraps Around Me. It's not in the wild nature, but it's more in the neighborhoods, but it can be the wild neighborhoods as well. Blue Hour from to see the effect on the sun that changes the world when it sets. Other Side from Dark on Fire.
Mm-hmm.
And I also picked The Door but The Door also takes place somewhere outside, and it has this very sensitive feeling of the sun and drying hair and whatever. This is songs of Turin Brakes that contain this natural feeling of being part outside, of being facing natural impressions.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the nature part. I have much more.
Well, let's go. Well, maybe save the rest for last because we have more songs to go through, and I want to play one of mine.
I know. I chose the second part. The second part,
Yeah.
it will round up the rest. But
Really?
I just wanted to be lazy with the information. Now we can switch to your first song.
Okay.
You are the master of disaster because I don't know your songs. You know mine, but I don't know yours.
Yeah. Yeah, but mine is like totally the opposite, I think, Turin Brakes wise, because you're talking about nature, and I'm looking for the Turin Brakes that's a bit more light-hearted. It's a bit more fun. So I found a song from an album called Dark on Fire. Hans Bakke in the live chat asked a question about why Turin Brakes almost never play songs from Dark on Fire anymore. That's a good question that we might go into after hearing the song. Yes, live.
Okay, let me think about it. Maybe I.
And for now, I'm going to play a song I really like from that album that I've never heard live, but I do have a live session of. It's from BBC Radio 2 Janice Long show on 13th September 2007. It's called Time Waster.
Oh.
Well, that was a very abrupt ending.
No fading, no fade outs.
No fade outs. No fade outs. I know. Okay. Welcome back. Oh no, my glasses. Now I can see again. Okay. So there we are. Yeah, I picked that one because sometimes I just need to have a little dance, just listen to music without thinking too much. Of course, Turin Brakes write a lot of introspective music where you have to just simply overthink your feelings a lot. and that's good. But sometimes it's good to dance, and the recent album Invisible Storm has some of those tracks as well. But I think Time Waster has always been one of my favorites. But I feel like it hasn't been played live enough. So maybe if there's ever going to be another tour, I think it would work well acoustically as well. I think it would work. So that's my suggestion for a next tour whenever we're all allowed outside again. What do you think, Maurice?
Yeah, I love this song as well very much. And I remember as well a version that has been like a video, and there's with this I don't know what this instrument is called. It's not a whistle; it's a keyboard whistle. It's a different one, right? It's
It's this is a radio one, and the other one was for, I think, for BBC Wales. It's on the Each Side YouTube channel. So after this is over, you can go ahead and watch it. And by the way, because I don't think you can see the live chat, but I also found the road movie that you were looking for. It's on Vimeo, so I'll send you the link afterwards so you can watch it.
The whole Dark on Fire album is maybe the most rock and roll thing they've done, the most old fashioned rock and roll, and when you listen through the album, you have the impression that there are a lot of songs that could rock the stage very easily. And to the question why they don't play so many more, so I think they since the We Were Here era, they started to pick one song of the older albums, except the Optimist LP. They took Painkiller, they took from Outburst Sea Change, and from Dark on Fire, they chose Last Chance. And Last Chance has made it to nearly every live playlist.
Continue.
The perfect studio. Last Chance has made it to nearly evergreen live on stage. It has been in the set list since 3 years, I think, and it's really rocking the stage, in my opinion. It's amazing. The people totally freak out on Last Chance. It's I'm not 100% sure, but I think they already brought it when they come back to stage again for the second time.
Yeah.
You know, the whole set. Then additionally, they brought Last Chance, and it's really great. And I totally agree with their opinion. They could do this with Last Chance. They could do this with Time Waster. They could do this with Looper, Brave New World, or the Something Out of Nothing EP. If they want, they can do. But But this is a live experience that is always a highlight.
Yeah, I think the songs work best played live. I mean, there's one or two, well, maybe 3 or 4 songs that really work well as a recorded piece. I'm thinking New Star. I'm thinking the title track, Dark on Fire. There's a lot of songs like Real Life that really make good part of a great Turin Brakes set. So I do think the album is a little bit overlooked, but then again, I also know that there are fans that came in with Dark on Fire and started listening to the band because of it. So it shouldn't be overlooked. And it's the only album that never really got a vinyl release, so that's quite necessary as well.
Yeah, there's one interesting thing about the Dark on Fire live, because when it came out, and they played it live, they had amazingly good live versions of the songs. There were a lot. And Dark on Fire, the title track, was had an intro story by Ollie. He doesn't make it so often on stage, but he was telling a story about once he fell in the river. I don't know if it's true or not, but he said, I fell in the river and he got saved, or he could swim to the edge and then get out. I'm not 100% sure. and then he added like a long bridge at the end of the song to let it fade out again. And it was one of the songs. I have a list as well for my third song.
Okay.
Of songs that have been extended on stage live to the double length, to the like a big, great highlight on stage. Yeah, and another reason why Dark on Fire should be bring back. And we had Bipod. This is for sure.
Yeah.
Ollie sang Bipod for
on
us.
Instagram recently. Yeah, that was really good. If you haven't seen the Instagram videos of Ollie soloing some Turin Brakes songs, then you should definitely catch up with those. There's, of course, an overview of all the videos on either site at turinbrakes.nl. By the way, Chris Williams points out, Maurice, that Dark on Fire, of course, is being played on the acoustic tour that we went to last year. And and Shaja said that Last Chance used to be set opener on the Dark on Fire tour, of course. Hans suggests that Stalker would also do good live, and I think I agree with that. I can remember some very good live editions of Stalker way back in the day. So
we forgot For the Fire. We forgot also this has been also in live, not on the acoustic tour. Hello, Chris. By the way, I have seen you on Instagram already, and your great collection. You should open a museum.
Yeah.
Why not? We help you. We get money here. If you want to spend money for a first Turin Brakes museum right now, donate for Chris. And what I want to say, I couldn't make it to the acoustic tour. Shame on me. It was not the best year last year, but that's one of the tours that I couldn't go. And I hope you substituted me in the best way. I trust you.
We tried. And we wanted to go to Dover, of course, earlier this month, but we were too frightened because of the corona stuff. So sadly, we couldn't make it. And but we'll catch up whenever a new tour is happening, of course. Yes, Shaja recalls Lock Tavern, which is where the guys played Stalker for me at least for the first time, and I think there was it was very hot there, and they did record a live version as well, which is sadly lost, but maybe it's for the better, because in that video I can be seen dancing, Emma. I know you complained that I wasn't dancing during Time Waster, but there is a video of me dancing to Stalker on the internet somewhere, and I can't find it, and I'm hoping it will remain lost forever.
You are the shark, Stefan. You are the shark that is mentioned in the song.
Okay, I see. Okay, how about another song? Maurice, do you have another song for us?
Yeah, I have. I prepared. I feel kind of well prepared today. I have how many pages I have? This is page 89, 90, 91, 92. Okay.
By the way, Chris says that the Instagram page is essentially a social distance museum. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do not. Yeah, there's at least he saves money because of the little signs that say "Do not touch." So at the I will. Yeah. You should make a maybe little video or a tour guide. You can tell about it. Yeah, get him in. Get Chris in. We need.
Yeah, maybe if we do this again, maybe Chris can join us for a segment or two. Who knows? Yeah. We'll see. Anyway, next song. We have many songs that we want to play, so let's do the next one.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, I'm not 100% in your plan, but okay. The second song I chose is not a Turin Brakes group song. Oh,
what?
No, sorry. It's something that I really wanted to bring back, is also to focus on the projects and the sidekicks. No, not the sidekicks. Broad solo album, and it's called If Not Now, When? And it's a very intimate album. It's like a real conversation with him, and he had a very fantastic music video for the title track, If Not Now When. Because have you ever seen Ollie walking barefoot around the nature? We're back in the nature again. And
I follow Ollie all the time, so of course I have. Yes, I'm a stalker after all.
Yeah, and I chose from this album, I chose one title that fits in this dark Corona times very nicely. It's called These Days of Sun. These Days of Sun, it's track 11 of If Not Now When from 2012, half a year before We Were Here was published. Brought to you by the master of disaster, Stefan.
Okay, here we go. Send me some chocolate, woman.
Remember these days of sun. Remember your muscles undone. Remember this love become when you need reason to run. I lie under these leaves, my eyes for an ice cream. Though as absurd as I seem, I'm only tracking my dream. Ooh, I'll remember everyone. Ooh, I'll remember you and these days of sun. Sometimes the nighttime emits sparks. Sometimes the day's just for the sharks. I'll suffer on and play my part. Only the brave choose to depart. Ooh, I'll remember everyone. Days of sun, these days of sun, shine on.
A moment of silence.
Self-made sun, yeah.
Yes.
Do it yourself, son.
Yes. Wow, that was beautiful to recall. Why did you pick the song, Maurice?
I have different reason. I start with a very personal reason, and I shot a photo of a very special place in Nijmegen. It's if I would choose a place to live, I would choose Nijmegen, no matter if I can speak the language. Nijmegen first has a good history about Turin Brakes gigs at the old Doornroosje. What?
Doornroosje, yes, Doornroosje,
Dawn,
very
yeah.
good.
They started in they had a gig in the old one. They should have a gig in the new one, and they had the Red Shoe Sessions acoustic gig, and Nijmegen is famous for being the capital of summer, and most of the days I've been there was sunshine, and I took one photo of a very nice place in the nature where we all used to have campfires, and I was very touched by the line. I remember everyone. I remember you. I remember these days of sun. This is something that made me really miss the people that I'm around with. And this is a personal reason. The second one is focus on the projects. Well, I don't know if you have the same feeling, but sometimes the greatest fear you have in life is that that your favorite band does the take that act and splits up, and you never know this. And whenever you like a band very much, you are always afraid of this. And um, the first signs are usually solo projects, whatever. But nowadays I can really say that the band Turin Brakes is one of the most reliable bands I know, who keep their sound like it is, who do and as soon as they do experiments, they know what to do. They exactly know what to do. When Ollie brought out his solo album, we all the fans really understood this album immediately of what it should be. Really, a version of Ollie that is, in this very intimate way, and the next step with Ollie Knights and Phil Martin. Also you immediately knew, wow, this is great stuff. This is not to get away from Turin Brakes. This is to make a line to mark this whole project thing again. And I think we shouldn't forget the projects of Rob Allam and Eddie. Maybe we can tag them or also find this out, because they have as well a very personal and very typical um, good projects around, but no one knows. And
Well,
this, I
not
just
no
wanted
one.
to point out every single Turin Brakes member to be a great musician, and and that's all for this
Yeah,
song.
yeah, yeah. I really like putting this one on like late at night, even though it celebrates the sun and the sun is usually gone late at night. I still
Mm,
think this has the same kind of quality that Rain City used to have, for example,
mm,
and yeah, things like that. And apparently, my mouse pointer was live on the internet, but that's okay. Um, yeah, no, I really love this one, and I love Rain City as well, which is nice because you have Rain City, and then you have These Days of Sun, of course.
mm,
So, but they still, for me, inhabit the same area, and
mm,
I was really surprised when this album came out that it was the way it was. That I'm not sure what I would have expected from a Ollie solo project, but because he has this booming voice when
mm,
he sings live, but then the songs he makes are really quiet and really they are intense, but they're often very small, as in this
mm,
case, and also can be heard on like Bitten by the Frost, and if not now, when. But they're great songs, and I do like it when they step out of the mold and try something new creatively, and that brings me, of course, to my next song, which I've picked, and of course we couldn't do this podcast and not talk about Lounge at the Edge of Town, the new
mm,
project that went live this weekend, suddenly out of the blue. I hope probably as a kind of surprise in these dark times we're currently
mm,
living in. We're going to talk about it afterwards, I think. Um, I'm not yet too familiar with all the songs, so I had a hard time picking which one
mm,
was my favorite. I really like the opener, Can't Look Down. I like Sunshine.
mm,
I like I Know the Day, but I've chosen Eclipse that we're going to listen to.
mm,
If you haven't heard the songs yet, they're on Spotify and they've only just come available on iTunes. And it is just recent that I haven't been able to buy them yet. So
mm.
I've tried to plug in Spotify into the stream right now. So I hope this goes well. Here goes nothing. Here's Eclipse.
in my hood. Never be alone, 'cause we'll always be together. Together. They will never see, never understand. The writing's off the wall, but the message lasts forever. Forever. Why can't you see me? 'Cause I'm always here on the horizon. You're the only one on the tip of your tongue. In the global harm, no one can save me. Baby, you and me could be a total eclipse, taking on the world and rebuild for the better. The better. I've always been a black sheep away from the crowd. You made me wanna become someone for the better. The better. Why can't you see me? 'Cause I'm always here on the horizon. You're the only one on the tip of your tongue. In the global harm, no one can save me. When you're always on the run, when you're chasing down the sun, in the night I come, a crack across the sky for everyone. Guess I'm never coming home. Guess I made it on my own. Let the rain come down. Let it all come down. Why can't you see me? 'Cause I'm always here on the horizon. You're the only one on the tip of your tongue. In the global harm, no one can save me.
What about that ending? You know? That was excellent stuff. Let me change my glasses again. Well, there we are. So, thank you. I'm getting a special Belgian type beer. Let's see, what are people saying on lounge? At the edge of town. James Bond vibes? Well, I tried my best to do an impression, but yeah, the song maybe too. Very 007. Yes, I do agree, especially the ending with the, like, I don't know if they're real strings or they're fake strings, but they're definitely strings. And yeah, it's just interesting, the ending. It's very James Bond-like, yeah. But I like that. I like that. Chris asks, do you know when they recorded it? Have they done it all separately? The lyrics to Zombie seem very on point. I don't know when they recorded it, but I, of course, did some stalking. And I found, I'm now going to show my iPad. It's probably not working, but there's a picture of Ollie on the Facebook page or the Facebook profile of Phil Rabacon, who did the keys and co-wrote the songs with them. And that picture is in 2018. It has Ollie on there, and as a comment that they've just written a song together. So I think this has been going on for a while. This is all I know. I think I'm now getting blocked from Facebook altogether. But yeah, I think these songs were recorded over the past few years. At least written, recorded, not so sure. I do hear some electronical instruments on there, but in some cases, like on this song, the production seems so rich. I mean, are those strings real, you think, or not? I'm not sure, but I really like this song, and I think I Know the Day, which is the next track on the album, could also be a Bond theme, but a more like Jason Bourne kind of Bond theme, I guess. So a little more pumped up, a little more modern day gritty area type stuff. Yeah. And then there's like really happy songs on there. Can't Look Down I really like. I like Sunshine. I mean, even if the lyrics aren't always happy, the songs put me in a happy mood. So I guess that's a good first sign. And then there's the piano driven Selling the Farm, which I'm curious whether Gail is on there at all, or whether it's just piano and Ollie, and some additional instruments here and there. But yeah, I guess Gail has taken a bit of a more back seat on this one. Normally his guitar work is more front and center, part of Turin Brakes. And here there's some very important moments when his guitar work kicks in, and it works quite well. But overall, you should say that the piano has come in and taken some space from Gail, so he's gonna have to fight back, I think. What do you think, Maurice?
Do you have a special question or the whole impression on the?
Yeah, let's do the whole impression. I'm not sure whether my question was any good. So
Yeah, well, first Eclipse. Eclipse. There was one interesting quotation. What the band said. I don't know who said it. Maybe Rob. Maybe Ollie himself. When they published Invisible Storm, and it was. I wrote it down somewhere. I'm not 100% sure. It was it. Big movies on small screen, or was it big score on small screen, something like this? And yeah, and I think it's exactly the something that you can compare if you want to compare. You don't need to compare, but if you want to compare, to Smoke and Mirrors, to the how the song changes in the end, and yeah, sometimes you get from some songs or some recorded songs like a hint what could be coming up next. And sometimes Turin Brakes did. They had sometimes this rock and roll on stage, then they have this acoustic thing. They also did this joke, I think on one of the live CDs, that they will record an acoustic album somewhere only with percussion, and this was on Live at the Palladium. And I agree with the possibility that this album can be kind of conserved in a can somewhere in the cellar, but what is very special for Turin Brakes is that they know exactly what the German word Zeitgeist. You have it the same in English, right? It's
Zeitgeist.
Yeah, they know exactly what is happening. They know, they have a very very good sense for society changing, for technology changing, for politics changing, and they never get tired to put this somewhere in an album. And I think if you look at the style of the people, of artists, of the old vintage in a totally new version, then I think the greatest artist of this decade have the feeling of bringing back the 50s, of bringing back the 60s somehow with the same technical, with the same instruments at least. But the whole lounge at the edge of town to me is it's not only Zombie is on point. You have the feeling that they must have been exploding not to publish it earlier. If they recorded it in 2018, really? Um,
Well, I'm not saying they did. I just found a picture.
maybe, yeah. But in this case, how good must your poker face be if you have this in your cupboard or in your pocket, and then say, "Yeah, let's wait maybe half a year and then do." It's incredible. It's just there's this you see the reactions on the internet, and it's amazing. The people totally freak out on this. Maybe they waited for this. Maybe they and at the same time, I have the feeling that the band always was able to play this sound, but they were very they were the Turin Brakes sounds like a promise to the fans, to their own music. And now they said, why not change the name for this style? Why not keep on playing this? And I want to say this is a totally new band because, and now they do fade outs on this album.
They do fade outs. They do.
Fade outs.
Yeah.
They have been avoiding their fade outs for such a long time. They simply didn't do. And the more confident they got as a band, from We Were Here to Lost Property to Invisible Storm, they kept on playing. And now this is, I think, a logic result.
Yeah, I agree. I can see a Turin Brakes big band happening sometime. I mean, can you imagine them with a whole orchestra going on tour, like doing the horns and the strings and stuff like that? Would be fun, right? Yeah.
What instrument will you play? The flute?
Yes, of course. No. Yeah. No, I don't know. I'm doing harmonies, I think, and I think there's some other people there that would like to do harmonies as well. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see what people are saying. Rachel saying it's a great song, gives me an REM sort of vibe. Paul says, well, Paul really wished they'd play Smoke and Mirrors on the Invisible Storm tour, which I agree with. Yeah. And what else there? Yeah, like I said, it's an Ollie vocal album, says Shaja. Hello, Shaja. And well, Debbie agrees that it would be fun to have like a big band orchestra tour, just like album. So we all agree. And Hans says just now, speaking of fade outs, I like the hidden tracks on the Jack in the Box. You know, the ambient one? Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's also Where I've Been on the Japanese limited edition album. So that's pretty good too. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we might move on to your third track, Maurice. What do you say?
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard now to get back because getting
the
this
same
lounge
old Turin Brakes.
I hope the fans now say, play the rest of Lounge at the Edge of Town.
Well, and, there's people that say we should play OKPM as well. So yeah.
This is to this. I agree, but I say I'm a skateboarder as well. I am a longboarder, and when you listen to OKPM on a longboard, it's written by skateboarders. I think this music is written by skateboarders, so you can feel it. And that's true. Yeah, well, at least I hope my last chosen song fits a little bit into this mood, because it's not so different from Eclipse. It's not so different from Smoke and Mirrors.
Okay.
Read through the chat. Maybe I will give some hints. It is from
Okay.
taken from 2015 album,
Yeah.
track 10. The
Okay.
album is called Lost Property, and it's not Black Rabbit.
It's not
Because Black Rabbit
right.
has been an evergreen life. And the song that I chose is Hope We Make It.
Okay.
And let's listen to it first. And please, dear Stefan,
Okay. I'll
bring us Hope We Make It. I hope you make it to bring us Hope We Make It.
So do I. Let's vibe out together at the end with the instrumental part.
Yeah. It's a fade in.
Oh yes, they do fade in.
Are stacked and out of whack, the wrong way down a one-way track. There's a wave of change that's rising. It starts inside a lonely soul. The pressure mounts and it takes its toll. Is there a clear horizon line somewhere down the road? Seems like no one gives a damn. Sleepwalk to disaster. We build it tall, then watch it fall. Trees on fire, death to all. Is there a clear horizon line somewhere past it all?
Okay, well, this is one of those tracks which is the
Nice.
reason why we should do this, because sometimes tracks don't really get that much attention in the live shows, and they're just on the albums, and then sometimes you don't listen to the album for a while, you just listen to the tracks that you like on the streaming stuff like the Spotify, and then suddenly you hear a song like Hope We Make It, and then you think, wow, that was actually a great song. So yeah, why did you pick this one, Maurice?
Yeah. I have here 4 little points. How We Make It is one of the very seldom but very appreciated songs of Turin Brakes that totally ignore the 5-minute limit, and they do not do so many. I just collected some. Blindsided Again, Black Rabbit, Smoke and Mirrors, Ellison. It's a hidden track, but
Yeah.
also more than the 7-minute. Outbursts, No Mercy, and the absolutely B-side highlight, Lasso. There's one exception. Paper Hearts
Yeah.
is usually when they played it live,
Yeah.
and wherever they played it, it is also more than 6 minutes 40, but they cut it on the album. They've cut it on the album at 4 minutes 10.
Yeah,
And
ridiculous.
and this long fade out and this long final of Paper Heart was so great live, and yeah, I have a MP3 version of the AOL sessions.
Ah, yes. Which
Yeah.
is also on Either Side YouTube. It's on Either Side YouTube, of
Yeah.
course.
It is. Yeah, this is it's very optimistic. It's and this song shows the how this band now works together, because since we were here was exactly this point when they got so self-confident, when the lyrics got much more stronger, much more optimistic. I have some from the Underdog Save Me, It Got to Save You on Lost Property, from Don't Leave Me Here on My Own at Feeling Oblivion.
Yeah.
It's getting to I'll Be Here for the Deepest Stars Disappear. They get stronger. They go this shy optimist future boy from the first albums is really emancipated now, and this Hope We Make It is the same highlight where the band all sings together. Everyone has a microphone on stage. This is what I absolutely love of Turin Brakes. Most of all, you hear Rob, you hear Eddie, you hear Gail, you hear them together. Hope We Make It is this big thing as well, where they sing together. Don't know much. This goosebumps thing at the end when they all sing together as well. This is something that empowered them so much. When I can remember the was it the Jack in the Box or Dark on Fire tour, when Ollie and Gail had a little Panasonic CD player to get the by TV lights radio hissing in the background. So they brought it in. This was a instrumentalist. It was just a little old music box. And when you compare this to these times and nowadays, look how great this whole thing has been turned out in the end. I'm really I'm really happy that it's like this.
Yeah.
And
I do really
I just brought down the big we now. We were here.
Yeah, we were here. Yeah. I really like the sense of community you're talking about, and I would like to take this opportunity to go to my next song, which is the last of the 3 I picked out, because it also for me embodies that sense of community that you're talking about. Even though it was released before the We Were Here album, it was on Outbursts, and I remember back on in those touring days at the gig, at some point the band would like unplug all the cables and step to the edge of the stage, or even go into the crowd and play either one or two songs at that time. One of which
Mirror
was
and Rocket Song, I think.
yes. One of which was Rocket Song, and the other one was Mirror, which is a really nice little love song, I think. And back then, I remember even going to one of those gigs completely on my own. And one of those I was on a blind date. That's a long story, but one of those I was on my own. And I remember going to a gig at the other side of the Dutch country, and I had to travel back afterwards for like 2 hours alone on a train, and I was like, why do I go to these gigs alone? But then I remembered the moment where what I felt, the feeling I felt at the moment when they played this song, which was Mirror. And then I remember it was all worth it. So because someone commented on the in the live chat that they want to hear live versions, I dug deep and I found a live version of this one, recorded at the Red Shoes sessions in Nijmegen in 2014. I'm not sure whether it's a really long talking intro, so I hope this works. Otherwise, I'll just cue the album version. But here's Mirror, Turin Brakes, live in 2014. Oh dear.
This is our love, a mirror to admire. Movie on the silver screen, kiss me for the credit roll. This is our face, a cheaper to have seen. 'Cause I let you conquer me. In this whole world do its worst. It will do your worst. Hurricane to your worst. Oh. Darling, when the rain comes down on us, it's gonna make us smell like fresh magazines. Will the merge gleam like diamonds in a gutter full of stones? Making our way back to the sea. It was you and birds through its worst. They will do your worst. Black star do your worst.
No laughing.
People have extraordinary capacity to care for many. You need never doubt my love.
Yeah. If that sounded a bit more quiet, it's not a professional recording. I recorded this with my dictaphone, which I put at the back of the room. So it's just an audience recording. I think the whole thing is on SoundCloud. It's also the world live premiere of Part of the World, the first song we played tonight. So if you want to hear the live version of that, which was also excellent, you can find it. And if it's not there anymore, I'll re-upload it. I'll check after this live cast. But yeah, so I already talked about why I chose this song. I just really love those community type thing that happened during those shows, and that I feel like has only grown more and more during the recent tours and live shows that I've visited. Perhaps it's because the band has had several, many long-time fans really, and people that you may not speak to every day and may not always get in touch with every day, but they're friends nevertheless, and it's really nice to have them in your life and share something with them at certain moments. And you're one of those people, Maurice, of course. We have we are fortunate enough that we live close to each other.
When this song was recorded,
yeah.
I was just a little bit done for the day.
Yeah.
This is why I call them the Dead Shoe sessions.
Yeah.
And but I have a little list here just to get some information additionally.
Yeah, but because, I just want to say that 15 minutes before this recording, you were sleeping in a car, in your car, by the way, in a parking lot, because I couldn't wake you up, and I was like, I'm going indoors because I want good seats during this little show. There were like 30 or 40 people in there. And I think it was Gil who woke you up.
Yeah.
Yeah. He knocked on the window and said,
he knocked in my face on the window. There was a glass between my face and his fist, and he just knocked and said, you want to come see the gig? Yeah. It was my own fault that I slept in the car. And I have a little relation to this in a little game we want to play with the audience and you later.
Later. Can we do it now?
Yeah, we could. I just want to have a love song list because you like love songs, and Turin Brakes sometimes writes some very spooky and very spiritual love songs.
Really?
For all those fans who are in and don't know all of them, I have a little list. It's Forever on the Jack in the Box. It's Outbursts on the Outbursts. It's of course the most escalating Emergency 72. It's Rocket Song. It's Clear Blue Air, by the way, also very Where Is the Girl? The Invitation. Also interesting to listen to. If you like this complicated relationships, and we all know that love and relationships is heavily complicated, and no one knows better to write about complicated love than Ollie Knights. I don't know why. I want to know what kind of dates he had in his life.
So we have Forever, we have Outbursts, we have 72, we have Rocket Song, we have Clear Blue Air, The Invitation, and
Forever.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Paper Hearts, Asleep with the Fireflies, also a little bit. Yeah. And State of Things, of course. State of Things is a pure romance. This is a evergreen love song.
What's the game? What
the game? I prepared a little game.
Oh.
It's so the people in front of the screens can write.
Yeah.
You can say. Lotte can say. We don't see her, but she can shout her opinion in.
Well, she's in the chat as well. She's in the chat. She's quiet, but she's in the chat.
Yeah, she can do one or two. I don't know. The game is called Decide or Decision, whatever. And I give you two options to choose, and you choose. Yeah. I have an example for you. Sunglasses in the dark, or no jacket in the rain.
You have to choose. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, choose between sunglasses in the dark
Or no
Or-
jacket in the rain.
or no jacket in the rain. Okay. Well, yeah, sunglasses or no jacket. Please vote apparently in the channel. We have to wait a bit because there's like a delay apparently in the stream.
Yeah.
So apparently, well, we have to keep talking. Otherwise
Yeah, I
people
know.
will be talking.
I know.
Staring
Well,
at silence.
this is just the example. This is just the example. I have some a little bit tour related decisions that we have to make. The first one for you is for you, especially for you and Lotte and me, because now it counts. Now it counts. First
Okay, wait.
decision.
I have votes. They're coming in right now. I've
Yeah.
got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sunglasses in the dark so far, and 2, 3 no jacket in the rain. So sunglasses in the dark is winning.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
we have really cool people and a cigarette.
And the cigarettes.
Everybody who wins the vote gets additionally a cigarette.
No.
and-
We don't give away cigarettes, Maurice. No, smoking is bad for
can't.
you.
Okay. The next decision is for Stefan and Lotte. It has to do something with our trip to the UK. And
Okay.
now the
Yeah.
decision is free Tibet or free Dungeness.
Okay. Lotte.
For the people, I can explain
Yeah.
this. The people have
Free-
to, because
free
Dungeness
Tibet or
was
free Dungeness?
the spot where they recorded New Star video and
Tibet is
the-
zeg maar in de winkel.
the door
En
video.
Dungeness is waar je de video hebt op.
And Dungeness has been transformed into an estate.
Yeah.
You have to register if you want to film or take
Yeah,
photos at this
which
place.
is bullshit.
This is locked down. It's a now Dungeness at this time. It's a lockdown.
Yeah.
And it's a place that you cannot simply go and make photos of houses. So my question is, free Tibet or free Dungeness?
Free Dungeness, definitely. I mean, Tibet is a nice country, but why can't you just shoot a fan video in Dungeness, which we still have to finish, by the way, but that's for another time. Yeah, so a lot is also saying free Dungeness to me live right now, so that's okay. Yeah,
Okay, in this case, I say free Tibet.
yeah,
Because,
that's important too, I guess. Yeah,
I want to join this 4-day walk for the Tibet house of Naimir, and then
yeah. Did you explain this or this?
Uh,
Is not... Well,
not
long
yet,
story
not yet.
short, there's a 4-day walking event here in the city, and there's a shop that sells clothing for, and the profits go to Tibet, and Maurice wants to do the 4-day walking event for Tibet. That's basically it. But okay, do we have another one?
yeah, this one is especially for you because you saved me that day. So choose:
Okay.
learn drums taught by Rob Allen, or learn driving taught by Eddie Meyer.
Whew. I'm probably, well, drums, as people might have noticed, my sense of rhythm is not very good. So I think drums by Rob Allen.
Driving is also not very good.
Hang on.
I only say roundabouts.
Yeah. My sense of rhythm is not very good, so I think even if Rob will try really hard, I won't be a good drummer. But I might have a chance at becoming a better driver. I don't think Eddie would be cool enough to teach me, I hope. So I'm gonna go for the latter. Yeah.
I have some more, but I think we take the last one.
Yeah, let's do one more, and then
Yeah.
we have a song to play us out.
For all the lovely gentlemen in front of the screen,
Yeah.
it's a very tough one.
And women. There's women
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, there are women, but they will definitely choose the second.
Okay.
So the choice
Really?
is Weekend,
Weekend?
whatever, Weekend with Taylor Swift, or Australia trip with Gail. It takes too long. It takes definitely too
Yeah.
long for you. Pressure, I know.
Well, of course, it's a weekend Australia trip with Gil. I mean, it's gonna be weird as well, but yeah, hang on. I'm gonna just.
You have where's the Taylor Swift T-shirt, by the way?
I don't have a Taylor Swift T-shirt. What are you saying, man?
There's so many stories. You don't have. Then it was. Yeah, sorry. It was me. I saw myself in the mirror.
Yeah,
I
think
thought it was you.
everybody's going for Australia, man. So of course, everybody's going for Australia. I mean, I've never been to Australia. I would like to go. I'm not sure whether Gail would be a good tour guide, but yeah.
He has an Australia cap.
Okay,
Yeah.
but well, how about we
That's
ask our audience what song should play us out?
Yeah.
Can we decide what album they should pick it from? Maurice, do you think? Do you know an album? Which album should we ask them to pick a song of?
We say the album and they say the song. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's good.
I'm curious about what they would say about Invisible Storm.
Okay, Invisible Storm. We're gonna do an Invisible Storm one. Which song should we play off Invisible Storm to close us out? Because we've been going for 90 minutes, which is, I think, long enough for a first episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as they choose, I can tell some. Yeah, at the end, something they can do for us for the next episode. If you want to have another episode with me, I hope you want, and then we can collect some information for the next time. Okay. And I have some jobs for the audience. It's very easy, but.
Okay, we have. By the way, we have one vote for Taylor Swift now, and the rest is all Australia. So this is not going well for Taylor.
Who is the one of Taylor?
Chris Williams says, "Well, actually, yeah." Okay.
Of course, yeah. He goes to Dungeness with Gail every weekend. I think this is why.
Okay.
They have a house there.
Yeah. Okay, wait. I have to count the vote manually. The votes. Yeah. So we've got one for Wait, Smoke, Everything All at Once, Invisible Storm, Woods, Smoke and Mirrors again. So there's 2 for Lost in the Woods and 2 for Smoke. 1 Invisible Storm, Lost in the Woods again. Everything All at Once. Everything All at Once now is 2 votes too. Lost in the Woods is at 3. Lost in the Woods is at 4. I think it's gonna be Lost in the Woods, Maurice. I'm gonna give it a few more seconds. I'm gonna say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, it's definitely gonna be Lost in the Woods. Now, the main question is: do I have a live version of this that I can play you guys?
Can I to introduce the song because it won. So I have one. Yeah, you can start immediately after the poem because I wrote a poem to apologize for my bad English.
Yeah.
And this is a version of Lord Byron's Childe Harold's Pilgrimage.
Yeah.
And this features the members of Turin Brakes. So you can prepare Lost in the Woods. And so dear audience, thank you for voting for Lost in the Woods. We start with a poem. There's Eddie howling in the woods. It's Mr. Allen drumming on your door. Gail's guitar sounds through the neighborhoods. The world's turned introvert and Ollie writes the score. Time will save us not the less, but music more. Ow, wow, wow. Go on.
Oh, wait. Man, I wasn't ready, man. Sorry.
I gave you so much time.
Man. Wait. It's... no. I'm being an idiot.
Okay. I can read the love letters.
It went so
to
well.
Taylor Swift.
It went so well so far, and then suddenly iTunes is letting me down.
Okay, I read your love letter to Taylor Swift here.
No,
Dear
don't,
Taylor.
don't. Okay, hang on. Here we go. Wait. Here it is.
Yes.
I see the whole significance of all those little things. When you look back in hindsight, you see the state of things. Out in the world so fragile, out in the world so new, they promise you make to yourself, you're gonna make it through. I get lost in the woods now, thinking till I'm black and blue. I get lost down the roads now, leading me back to you. Lost down the roads now, in them high highs, and them low lows. I'll tell you why that sky's blue and that road is black. 'Cause people come and go, my friend, and some never come back. They say you gotta be here now, not in the future or past. The picture that we perceive is just a looking glass. I get lost in the woods now, thinking till I'm black and blue. I get lost down the roads now, leading me back to you. And them high highs, and them low lows, all them high highs, all them low lows. I get lost in the woods now, thinking till I'm black and blue. I get lost down the roads now, leading me back to you. I get lost in the woods now, thinking till I'm black and blue. I get lost down the roads now, leading me back to you. In them high highs, in them low lows, all them high highs, all them low lows.
Yes. Well, I think that's it for this first trial experiment episode thing. I hope you.
Do you know what we forgot to do?
What
Because
did-
I want to use. I need to. Wait.
Put on
I
your
lost
glasses
everything
first.
now. I lost the box of
Yeah.
matches. I lost my glasses. I lost everything during the song.
Yeah.
Um,
What is it?
yeah, just a little bit commercial. We didn't do any commercial, and this is the chance. So listen.
Yeah.
This commercial is brought to you by Lola Cola.
Do we get
Lola
paid for
Cola.
that? Do we get paid for that? I'm not sure we do. Why
Huh?
why Lola Cola? What's
I don't know. I just found it. It's the commercial score. No, I just wanted to open the family a little bit, the musical family,
okay.
because we had lounge at the edge of town. At the edge of town, we had OKPM. We had Turin Brakes, but beside of this, let's use this opportunity to make a little bit commercial for a good friend who also brought out a new album. You know who I mean? Um, she is a cowbell saver. She saved Rob's bell.
She did. She did.
And I
Yeah.
wanted to mention this because I have been through her first album, on her first solo album, by the way. The name is Magoche. I hope I pronounce it right. Right?
I
Yes,
think you
am I
do. I
pronounce
think you do. Yeah.
it's Magoche? Yeah, I googled the C with a line on the top,
Yeah.
and the album is called Brave, and and I'm fascinated by this album as well. You can find it on iTunes, you can find it on Spotify, and there are some incredibly like best short story songs I've ever heard. It's short songs around 2 minutes and 30 seconds in average, but it's like the film scene from the first to the end. It's the structure of the songs is very very interesting, and and the stories told are seems like a strong woman that is also very vulnerable at one time. Everything a person can mean to you in a relationship, in a friendship, in a partnership, whatever. Yeah, have a listen. The
Yeah.
album is called Brave
And
by
it
Magoche.
Yeah, and it helps that she's a very big Turin Brakes fan as well. If that helps you to check it out, then please do listen to it. It's on Spotify and all good streaming platforms as far as I'm aware. I've linked her website in the live chat, by the way. That's very kind of you, Maurice. And I think Maggie was in the chat just now. I'm not sure whether she's still here, but she's awesome. So yeah, thanks
She
for
is
that.
there and yeah,
Well,
really, it's not just it's not a friend service. It's simply a heart service because yeah, the Not the Same is a very good one. Brave is a good one, and Remember is in the original version and in the remix version, also very incredible. And the rest, of course, too. But as soon as you have the microphone, then you have the power. This is.
Well, thanks for joining me tonight, Maurice. Thank you for your insights and for your words. I hope everyone had a good evening listening to all this. Of course, we have an encore song, which I especially selected for this. Thank you for watching. Maybe we can do this again. Let me know if you would like to. Then, as long as we're stuck indoors, we might as well. Thanks for everything. Have a good evening, and see you maybe sometime in the future. I have an empty glass, so I'm going to hold up my empty teacup, which might be filled. Who knows? Cheers, Maurice.
Cheers, Stefan. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe. We hope we make it.
Yeah,
and,
I hope we make it through. Yeah, definitely. And now, for a bedtime song, here's something completely different.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
That's so Turin Brakes as well. I love it.
Ooh.